Welcome back, Tater Tots, to another new episode of Haywood Gardens. So, we are going to be starting off today over here in the Vitor clan household. And sorry, my voice is shaky. I literally just choked on my water. So, yeah. Story of my life. Anyways, we are going to be playing more so with Damian today. And so he wants to kiss someone. We are going to hold on to that. He wants to use a bold pickup line because let's take a look at his personality here, not his relationships. Gosh, I never know where I'm clicking. I just click everywhere. So he is alluring. He is the provider. Ooh. Outgoing, self-assured, and he is romantic. So yeah, sorry if my game seems like laggy. Ever since that update just happened the other day, yeah, I've been getting this like weird lag, and I'm pretty sure I don't think it's any of my mods because they all were up to date when I last checked. So I don't know why it keeps doing this. Maybe it's because the number of Sims in this household. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, so it is 2:31 in the morning, and so Damien is up, and he has been just constantly practicing his charisma. It looks like he's practicing proposing, but he is a huge flirt, and him and Arya, of course, had a discussion in the previous episode about things that, were not the best and the nicest situation. Arya wants Damien to get involved with Layla to try to get Caleb distracted in a way, or to try to get Layla distracted from Caleb. So he is kind of, practicing his flirtatiousness. And let's take a look at his relationship panel real quick here. So he has Lilith here, and he has a little bit of a romantic relationship with her. So we are going to spend time playing with Lilith a little bit because there is some of a backstory between her and Damien. So her and Damien kind of had a fling after high school, I guess you could say. No, they did not go to a vampire high school. They went to just a regular high school, but of course the citizens there did not know that they were vampires. But they still had to get their education just like anybody else. And so, yeah, that is where they were kind of together, especially after prom one night. Yeah, they had a little, something something happen. And yeah, ever since then, she has been really into him, but she knows that he is not really a committed kind of guy. And so she has kind of tried to pull herself away from him, but there's always something about Damien that just draws her back in. And she just he's got that like dark persona that just matches hers. No, not just because he's a vampire, but he's just a little bit different than the other guys that she's kind of been into. And usually she doesn't really go for anyone, honestly. She's a pretty independent girl and just doesn't really care to, try too hard, really. So I wonder if I put the walls down if the lag will be better. No, it's not really any better. Ugh, that's gonna drive me crazy, guys. But anyways, so it is 3:49 in the morning, and I think we are going to have him. Let me check his stats to make sure he's okay. He's a little bit thirsty. I don't know if he has anything in his inventory. He doesn't. And they don't have any plasma fruits, I don't believe. But yeah, look, he is always he's practicing his dance moves. Like, boy, get it, get it, get it. But yeah, he's just doing his thing. And look, they're both in here practicing their dance moves, and she's just stuck in the middle. This is Valeria. She's like, ugh. She's like, well, if I had to choose, I would definitely choose Damien. That's why she's eyeing him. She is like, mm. What a handsome young man. I mean, this guy's not too bad looking. Keon. Keon just doing his own thing. He's just like, da, 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 da. Okay, Damien. So let's get on over to I was almost called her Lyra for some reason, Layla's house. So we're going to travel. We have arrived at Layla's house, and for some reason, she is standing right outside of 4 a.m. I think that's just a thing in the Sims game. But yeah, let's see. He's going to show off muscles. He's just going to be really blunt and upfront with her right from the get go. Oh, she's impressed too. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to set some interactions here first. So he is going to, first, I just want him to like chat with her briefly. Oh my gosh, I'm having problems. Okay, so he is going to la da 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 ask about her career because she probably would love to talk about her flower arranging. And let's see, he is going to talk about interest. Where is interest? Ask if Layla wants kids. We're not going that far, boy. Get to know. And so he is going to tell her an unbelievable story as well. And OMG, pretend to bite, trick with a hand buzzer, discuss fitness techniques, and tell a joke. Let's see if we can get one more thing in here. Talk down to Layla. That's mean. Rude. Um, sure, talk about cooking. So he is just like, hey, so I am a friend of Lilith Fator. Yeah, she told me that to come and check you out, that you were a pretty awesome person. I've heard a lot about you, and everybody in the Fator house has kind of been talking about you, so I thought I'd introduce. He's like, I don't know if you recall, but I met you over at the gym that one time at Zen Renewal Spa and Fitness, and she's like, oh, that was you. That's right. I remember you. Yeah, you talked to me while I was working out in the gym. I was lifting weights, and he's like, "Yeah, that was me." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, Caleb never introduced me to you." And he's like, "Oh, yeah." Trying to like blow that off. He's like, "Yeah, of course he didn't because he's always jealous of me." But yeah, it looks like they are actually building up a good relationship pretty quick. I'm actually quite impressed. So before like anything stops, like look at them. Like he is actually like pretty into this conversation with her, and she seems to be enjoying it quite a bit. So let's see, he'll tell a funny story and let's see, impersonate mermaids. No, we're not going to do that. Um, I know I wanted to ask Layla's personality type. We'll see what she says there. Um, share some photos with her and maybe a conspiracy theory. I've never done that one before. Not mock mortality and will claim to be a master vampire because she already knows about it. So he's like, "Yeah, I'm a vampire too." And she's like, "Oh, no way. That's so cool. Like, there's so many of you guys. Like, I never realized it before." He's like, "Yeah, most of us try to keep it, to pretty low key. We don't want a lot of people, getting us too much attention. Some people crave that power and others don't." And she's like, "Oh, no, I totally get it." She's so chill. Like, look at her face. Like, she's so relaxed, and Damien is just like all over this conversation. But I love this. Like they're actually building a pretty good relationship. Like I'm actually really shocked. Like she is just enjoying this laughing. It's really easygoing and relaxed, if you know what I mean. Like, and look, he's thinking about her. I am still learning about myself. Oh, look at them looking at photos, looking at photos, looking at photos. Anyways, yeah, sorry, making weird songs again. It's just, the name of the game when it comes to me. Oh, do you see that look? Oh, snap. Let's look at this. Look at that eye contact, guys. Like, ooh, we are getting some attention. She looks like she's like gonna hit him almost. It's kind of funny, kind of humorous here. I wanted to get like a good picture, but sometimes things just don't work out like that. I want a good picture of them interacting together. So, yeah, got to get some kind of a little teaser shot for you guys for the cover photo. And looks like he's telling her, proposing a crazy scheme, or he's claiming to be a master. Oh, that was his conspiracy theory. What is that disgusting smell? Boy, I don't know. I don't smell nothing. All I know is it's 6 a.m. and we're out here having a good conversation. He's like, I'm a master vampire. Garlic does nothing to me. And she's like, oh, is that so? Interesting. And look, immediately, like, look at this gaze. He's like, so Caleb is super into this girl, and I need to find out why. He is attractive. Like, I'm just gonna say, boy. Okay, so let's get a few more things in here. So now he's going to offer her a rose because, he is a flirt. Regardless of the situation, he is going to flirt with her. I did not realize that he could pickpocket her. That's interesting. Um, let's see. He can detect personality. And he's been wanting to do a bold pickup line, and he wants to propose a crazy scheme, play in the rain, and he wants to kiss somebody. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Oh, he's kind of burning now in the sun. I didn't even think about that. And she's just going to walk away. Girl, where you going? Where you going? Get back here. Get back here, girl. Oh, there you go. Okay. She's come back, and there's poo on the sidewalk. Small pet poo. Lovely. Okay, come on. Let's get back to this conversation here. Oh, oh, oh. Guys, she accepted it. Did you see that? Oh, oh, pow. Oh my gosh. He just used a bold pickup line on her and she liked that. So let's see. They don't have any sentiments together. I'm curious to see what he thinks of her. I want to open her sim profile. Acquaintances, neither friend nor foe, just an average relationship. So it looks like they don't really have like a crazy in-depth thing going on right now. We'll do a vampire pun, and he wanted to, will tell an unbelievable story. What is her bad relationship with? Oh, I always forget. Good old Vlad Lysius. I can never pronounce his name, but he's gonna compliment her outfit. And let's just see. He's gonna try to just go big or go home, while Caleb is not around. And girl, what you doing just joining this conversation? Like nobody invited you here. How do vampires flirt? By batting their eyes. Boy, we all saw that batting their eyes. Look, he's telling her flirtatious jokes too. Like he is trying really hard, but he's doing this for Arya as well. And he is honestly, Damian in his heart, he is actually quite a bit curious about what is drawing Caleb to her. But as he's doing this, he's starting to realize that she is a really beautiful girl. And oh, we gonna pin that one. And yeah, so it looks like she is probably going to work, maybe. I don't know. She's going inside her house. Anyways, let's see. He's like, I am getting a bit hungry. So, oh yeah, his energy's real bad. So it's about time to clean up around here. So, oh, it's because that poop's there. I forgot about that. All right, Damien. So he's having a rough time out in the sun. This is not his jam. So we are going to send him on back. All right, we are back at the house, and Damien has decided to get a good workout in. It looks like Valeria is going to work soon. And yeah, I love this hairstyle on him with the braids, like, boy. Okay, anyways, yeah, so Arya came in here to check on him. She was like, so tell me, how did things go between you and Layla? He's like, well, actually pretty good. She's actually a pretty cute girl. She's pretty sweet, and, I totally get why Caleb would want to be around her. She seems like a really awesome person, and she's really into flowers, and she's just really down to earth. She's like, "Really? Isn't that intriguing?" So she's a little bit agitated because she is trying to figure out your voice just doesn't get any better, does it? Anyways, but yeah, she is just wanting to know like why would he feel this way too? She's like, "Oh my gosh, what is it about this girl? Like, I don't understand." And he's like, "You wouldn't get it. It's a guy thing." She's like, "That's what I'm trying to figure out. Want Caleb. I need Caleb." He's like, "You need to just relax. Like, I mean, it's not like they're engaged or married or anything." She's like, I'm not worried about that." She's like, I don't understand why he's even looking at her. Like, she's not even should be, like she shouldn't even be on his radar as an option. She's not a vampire." But, Damien's like, oh my gosh, Arya, so dramatic. Girls are just so dramatic, aren't they, boy? He's like, yeah, they definitely are. Arya Connell, sure, girl, work from home. I don't care. Do what you do. But yeah, so let's check out his panel with her now. So why is Layla not in? Oh, just kidding. I'm on the wrong person. There we go. Oh, there is a relationship. Do you think I'm a good person? Valeria's off to work. No, I don't actually. Wow. Ouch. Okay, open sim profile. Romantic interest. It's too early to tell, but there could definitely be something there. So he's definitely got an interest in her. He's quite intrigued. Yes, Arya. Look, she asked him, "Do you think I'm a good person?" And he said, "Yes, Arya." And he is agitated. He is like, "I am so over this. I am going to go to sleep." I mean, look at this boy. He's so tired. Poor guy. I feel so bad for him. But, that's just the name of the game. Whoa, I don't know where we're going, but, we're just following him because, I just like looking at him. I mean, look at that. Maybe a sluggish walk, but with them pecs, it's a real attractive sluggish walk. But anyway, so he is going to head on to, oh boy, head on to bed. You crawl in that coffin, boy. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so he is going to sleep. So on that note, we are going to change households. We have arrived in the home of, oh my gosh, I forgot her name again, Juliet and Marcus Vittor, Caleb's parental unit. And Juliet has been in here chatting back and forth with several of the people from the Vittor clan household. And, she's just trying to get all of the scoop. So she has recently heard, let me pull up the relationship panel here. So she is in contact with Keon right now. And Keon has been informing her that Arya has been trying to be with Caleb and have some time with him, but that Caleb hasn't really wanted anything to do with it. And that the times that Arya has tried to flirt, that Caleb has just kind of up and left and abandoned her. And then he's also been keeping an eye out here on Layla and has said that, she's just been super busy. She's been, doing her career and trying to focus on that and improve herself. And so Juliet is just, kind of like, well, maybe, my son really does love this girl. I mean, Arya, she is a vampire, but even Juliet has to admit that Arya is kind of crazy. Like, she really is. Like, she is kind of, a snobby girl. She's a little bit stuck up. And even though Juliet herself is kind of, a jealous person and a snob, she doesn't want Caleb to have that because Caleb is her baby. That's her baby boy. And she wants him to just be loved. And so, she does have to admit that when she met Layla, she actually really enjoyed talking with her, and she was a really nice girl. So Juliet is actually discussing within her own mind having plans to have Layla over for dinner to the Vitor household. And so she just doesn't know how she should bring it up to her husband, Marcus. So she is going to have a discussion over here with Edwin and see if, maybe they can figure something out. Oh, they've got some old nasty yogurt parfait. But he's like, so what's going on, Juliet? And she's like, well, I'm trying to figure out. Caleb seems to really care about this girl, and I just want him to be happy. Do you think it would be wrong of me to invite her over to our house to have dinner? And he's like, absolutely not. There is nothing wrong with that. There's never been anything wrong with any of that. He's like, I think that's a great idea. I would love to meet this girl. And Lorraine, she really enjoyed talking with her, especially since she has a connection with Nyla. And I think this would be a great opportunity. And that way she can see more about how vampires kind of live and about the way our life is. And, give her another shot with Marcus. So Juliet is feeling so much better after that discussion with Edwin. And look at them. He's like, look at these photos. Look at Caleb when he was a baby. Oh, she's like, oh my gosh, I loved that age. He was the cutest. But yeah, so it looks like Marcus, I believe, I don't know where he's out in the park, I think, playing chess. But yeah, so we are going to end up having to invite her probably in the next episode. I'm thinking, how do vampires flirt? By batting their eyes. Boy, that's an old joke. We already heard that from Damian. But whoa, whoa, she got a lot of PowerPoints. Okay. Let's do this. So I think she should be able to be detect a personality. And let's see. Cast a hallucination. Dun 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 dun. Take a weakness. She will be a guilty drinker. And I guess we can do a bat form. Uncontrollable hissing. Like, it doesn't even let me select all of these though, because it won't open up the rest of them. Oh, that's agitating because I guess she's technically is there a way that I can cheat that? For reals though, cheat sim info, add a lifestyle. I just feel like there should be a way because even when I did this before, to try to edit her with MC Command Center, even in the vampire stuff, occult cheats, vampire cheats, it's still reset powers, increase points. So reset powers. Okay, so let's see. Will it let me? No, see, it just doesn't unlock it all, and that's kind of agitating. So yeah, because they all have a ton of them, but I don't know what else to do because they're not it doesn't move them up in a rank. But anyways, I will have to play around with that and figure that out. But yeah, so that is kind of what, I don't know why that's in the middle of the room. Gotta fix that. But yeah, so it looks like Damian has started to build a relationship with Layla, has kind of gotten his flirt on. What is this? What is this? Garlic? Of course, there's garlic. But yeah, and Juliet is going to end up having Layla over for dinner, and we were gonna have to see what's going on. Like, there's this like huge triangle relationship or square going on between Arya, Damian, Lilith, Caleb. Like, there's just so much going on, so many connections. So we will have to see kind of what goes on there. So I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. So thank you guys for joining me again on another new episode, and I look forward to catching you next time. See you, Tater Tots.
The minute